colorless, volatile, flammable liquid that is the intoxicating constituent of wine, beer, spirits, and etc. The responsibility is a moral, legal, or mental accountability. And the definition of the age 18 is being an adult, and then the definition of adult is being fully developed and mature. My intent is to prove through our knowledge and facts that becoming of age of 18, they should be able to drink alcohol. Within our three contentions, our first is an 18-year-old in the U.S. has the right to vote and serve in the military. If an 18-year-old can make up his or her mind and have the opportunity, they have the potential to decide their future leader of their country. They can take a bullet for their country, and they should have every right to purchase and drink alcohol. Our second contention, when drinking is made legal for everyone under the age of 21 and over 18, drinking takes place in public. It can then be supervised by police, security guards, and health workers as well. Our third contention includes colleges and universities commonly have students under 21. Allowing alcohol consumption legal might help cut down related deaths. Our affirmative case on the topic legalizing alcohol to age 18, the consumption of alcohol is at high. Thank you for listening to our side.
I'm Trey, and it's a pleasure to speak on the negative side of drinking age. Today, our resolution is to prove to the affirmative side that drinking age should not be changed. I intend to prove that drinking age doesn't need to be lowered to 18. Joseph and I have conducted many reasons to why age has no reason to be changed. Studies have shown that over 3,000 teens have been saved annually because the age is from 21 to 18. Scientific studies have proven that frontal lobes of the brain isn't fully developed until the age of 21. Lowering the age to 18 would be chaos because their brains had not developed yet. Lowering the age from 21 to 18 would put more impaired drivers on the road, and the crash rate would rise greatly. Lowering the age from 21 to 18 would also raise the crime rate. Our first thing of evidence that was scientists have proven that the brain isn't fully developed. One of the first things of evidence was that scientists have proven that the brain isn't fully developed at age 18. The frontal lobes don't fully develop until age 21. The second contention is that if the age were lowered from 21 to 18, crime rate would increase greatly. The reason for this is because more teens would go out to bars, clubs, and environments which could be unsafe and trouble. More fights would be recorded and crime rate would increase. This information was found at drinking.procon.org. Our third contention is one of our last but not least reasons to why the age should be dropped and many lives will be saved. Studies from the top alcohol website showed that the age being at age 21 has saved over 3,000 every year. The age being at 21 holds more responsible people behind the wheel, and more people are saved every year. So have a heart and keep the age at 21. It saves lives. Our beliefs stayed the same throughout this whole debate, and will continue to support the negative side of lowering the drinking age. that ball. I just feel that. Get that.
How did you interact with your team? So what's next? Stars. So you just ran first for everybody. So that's about your weight and now all for everybody. I'm done.
Hello, I'm Taylor Maik, and I'm speaking on the affirmative side of the debate to give 18-year-olds the right to drink alcoholic beverages. Going off of what Trey said, he said that 3,000 people will die whenever the drinking age is turned to 18. So, I mean, 3,000 people isn't that many compared to all of the United States. And he also said that the crime rate will increase if it is changed to 18. And no matter what, there's always going to be crime rate. My partner proved some very good points, giving reasons why the law for drinking age should change. 18-year-olds have the right to fight for their country, which includes risking one's life, vote for their leaders, get married, sign contracts, smoke cigarettes, be prosecuted as adults, and be part in a jury, but can't have a drink. They are given all the same rights and responsibilities of adulthood, besides the right to drink and purchase alcohol. Binge drinking becomes a problem among young adults under the age of 21 because they are not allowed in certain controlled places, like a restaurant or a bar or licensed places to drink. Instead, they are forced to go to the house parties and overdrink to a dangerous rate because they don't know when they will get their hands on it again. According to the National Center of Addiction and Substance Abuse, underage drinking accounts for 17.5% or $22.5 billion of consumer spending for alcohol in the United States. The drinking age of 21 is very ineffective because the majority of teens continue to drink alcohol. In 2006, 72.2% of 12th graders reported drinking alcohol at some point in their life. So all the teens are drinking alcohol anyways. Changing the drinking age will help our economy because more people will be able to drink in licensed establishments, giving bars, restaurants, and small business owners more tax revenue. Also, greater tax revenue will be collected by the government. Now I have some questions. Do you believe there will be a decrease in binge drinking if the drinking age was lowered to 18? Do you believe that the law of 21 being the age limit is necessary considering most of the nation's young adults under the age of 21 are drinking anyway? What will we as a country gain with keeping the legal drinking age where it is today? Me and Whitney strongly believe that we have the evidence to support our side of the debate for lowering the drinking age to 18. We are open for questions. Thank you.
Okay, so before I get started, I'd like to answer a few of Taylor's questions. First off, what is legalized, or not legalizing, but what is changing the age from 21 to 18 have anything to do with binge drinking? If you want to binge drink, you're going to do it regardless of your age. So, like my partner Trey stated, is that having the age from 21 to 18 saves 3,000 lives, teenagers' lives, annually. The affirmative side is saying 3,000 lives isn't much, but the thing is, most of the lives that have passed away, they could have been prevented from death. And that's a lot of teenagers that get killed per year just because they can't wait 3 years to drink alcohol. I'm pretty sure if they could take it all back, they'd wait them 3 years instead of dying. And also, Taylor stated that there's always going to be crime. Well, I'm pretty sure me and probably about 90% of people out there would like to reduce the crime rate, and keeping it the age from 18 to 21 is a very great way of keeping it maintained. So, like Trey stated, we have some good reasons to why the drinking age should stay at 21. You know, if you allow 18-year-olds to be out there in bars and clubs, you know, some of them young kids think, you know, they could fight and all that stuff. So there's definitely going to be more fights, more just crime out there. There's going to be a lot more problems if you mix a lot of them young kids with older people. So that's all I got for now.
attack, I would like to state that with us lowering it to the age 18, over 0.5% of, as my partner said, 72.2% reported already drinking as 12th graders, that they're way below age 21, and that is over half that are already drinking. If we had lowered it already to age 18, allowing them, that could reduce the amount of deaths even beforehand. New York Times stated that allowing 18 to 20-year-olds to drink alcohol in regulated environments with the supervision will decrease unsafe drinking activity. Prohibiting this age group from drinking in bars, restaurants, and other licensed locations causes them to drink unsupervised places, such as fraternity houses or house parties, where they may be more prone to binge drinking and other unsafe behavior. So if we allow it, that would lower the amount of binge drinking and possibly the death rates. I would also like to restate that 18-year-olds can already go overseas and fight for our country. They are able to vote for our leader, and they can also purchase cigarettes. And when you turn the age of 18, people like to call them becoming an adult. An adult is fully developed and matured. And if you're fully developed and matured, you have the responsibility to be mature enough to handle drinking and alcohol. So we would like to legalize all drinking alcohol and lower the consumption
As Whitney stated that if you're 18, you can go across seas and support your country, but only a small percentage of people actually do that. And yes, you can buy tobacco and everything, but let's be honest, tobacco is not as bad as alcohol. And there's also not very many security guards and stuff at bars and stuff. It's just, unless it's really big, and there's not very many people that can afford to get into that kind of stuff. And if you're 18 years old, by then you've probably decided that you're almost to be 21, so why not just wait? And it wouldn't help anything lowering it, because there'd be more crime and other things.
Second con rebuttal.
Pro zone.
Okay, when Trey said that tobacco is not as dangerous as drinking alcohol, there's many people that die every year from lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. And he also said that not many 18-year-olds go overseas to fight for the military, and I hear about 18-year-olds going overseas to serve the military all the time. This is a article from Dr. David J. Hansen. He is a sociologist at the State University of New York at Potsdam who has studied alcohol and drinking for more than 40 years. He said that right now we basically have alcohol prohibition for adults 18 to 20. And we are getting some of the same results we got through national prohibition in the early 20th century. Fewer young adults drink, and when they do drink, they tend to drink more. And I'm mostly concerned about drinking to excess. Thanks.
Dude. So, first thing that Taylor stated was that a lot of people go to the military. Well, about a couple weeks ago, we had this Army recruiter come in, and he told us that only about 1% of American citizens go into the military. So if it's such a big deal that they can't drink, how about you set a compromise for them, 1% of military, to get like a permit to drink. And also, how he stated, people die of lung cancer and stuff. Drinking and driving, you don't just kill yourself. Tobacco, you kill yourself. You know, if you want to smoke tobacco or chew tobacco, that's your own business. But when you drink and drive, you take lives of others. And there's no reason to put 18, 19, 20-year-olds on the road, because if you add alcohol to that, they're taking lives that don't belong to them.